Today, I am going to be showing you guys how I managed to earn 1 billion honey in less than 24 hours of creating this account. Now I'll be going through every single gear progression, which bees I actually decided to keep, how I spent my resources, and of course, what is going to be the best way for you to earn really fast honey, just like how I did it. And before I get started, I just wanted to say you need all of these tips combined on top of each other, so I highly recommend watching the entire video, because if you guys miss out on even just one singular detail, it could definitely hinder the amount of honey you make in your progression. And without further ado, let's get right into it. And so let's do a really quick rundown of how you're supposed to start the game. Make sure you guys join the Beeswarm group so that you can claim this and also another dispenser up there for the treats. Make sure you guys use the codes that will give you tickets and honey. And with those resources, you want to come over here and I want you guys to go ahead and buy the backpack. And then go ahead and buy the clippers. And once you can afford the canister, that is when you should actually switch to it. And since it's Beesmas, I'll also be telling you guys which quests you guys should prioritize on and which present you should actually, or which NPCs rather, should you be giving them to. And this is all going to be discussed in this video, don't you guys worry. Next up, for the gear progression on the 10B shop, let's come over here to the pro shop. Of course, the first thing you need to buy is the mega jug, that is definitely the one. And then for your items here, for the tools, it's actually going to be the pulsar. Pulsar is very good, and of course I did upgrade to the honey dipper. I also went with some of these guards, so as you can see which ones I have equipped and purchased here. So as you can see, I didn't even bother crafting the belt bag yet. I actually managed to skip it and I went for the Mondo belt bag right away. And right over here is going to be the blue HQ. I believe you need 4 blue types of bees discovered before you can actually step into here. What this actually does is you unlock a nice shop right here. And for me personally, I prefer the bubble one up until the porcelain dipper. If you guys cannot afford this porcelain dipper yet, then the bubble one is going to be better than every single tool in the mountain shop. And then for the guards here, as you can see, I have crafted the blue guard. I am thinking about crafting the Bako guard here, but it is going to be very expensive. But it does give me a nice blue bomb pollen, blue pollen, and then of course everything that's very useful for blue hives. I have the blue port of hive right now, but I'm going to be upgrading this to the porcelain. However, do keep in mind that this backpack does give you blue pollen and the porcelain will not give you blue pollen. Bubble mask is also very important here. Once I have the materials for this, of course, I'm going to go ahead and craft myself a bubble mask so that I get a lot of extra capacity. Blue pollen, that is the next thing I'm going to be working towards, because if I show you guys my glitter right now is at 6. We're halfway. We need a ton of moon charms for me to actually get it, but that's pretty much the goal. Our goal is to get the bubble mask as fast as possible. And so that is going to be the gear progression in my opinion. So you can see right here, I literally have the Mondo belt bag, bomber guard, beekeeper's mask, blue guard, and I have the hiking boots. Now, the next thing that I want you guys to try and do is try to get as many freebies as you possibly can. One of those is going to be the ant amulet. Now, the ant amulet you unlock once you have 20 bees, you should be able to get at least a bronze. Literally, you will get a bronze amulet even if you just score a 0. That is going to give you a lot of buffs, because as you can see here, I have a diamond ant amulet currently. I get 85% convert rate, 2-player movement speed, 32 crit power, and then the blue pollen, red pollen. That is a massive stack boost. And you also have your supreme star amulets, which you can definitely be getting over here. Now you need gifted bees for this, so for me I have literally just exactly 5, as you can see. I have 5 gifted bees, so I was able to purchase 1 bronze star amulet. I only purchased 1, I don't even bother rerolling, it's useless. The reason why I got the Bronze Star Amulet is because it gives you a nice amount of capacity, and then the critical chance and the bee ability rate was just a nice bonus. And then the next one, for every 100 moon charms you can get, you will be able to get a moon amulet, which will give you a nice capacity boost. Every single time you use that moon charm generator, it will increase the capacity, caps out at the 250,000 mark. But the white pollen and honey per pollen, all of those can go way higher. It caps out as like, I'm pretty sure 8% honey per pollen, which is extremely overpowered if you guys are managing to do that. And you can also get 10% bond from treats, which in my opinion, the best combo for the moon amulet is going to be the bond from treats and then the honey per pollen. Now, if you go ahead and take a look at that hive, let's go ahead and talk about bees this time around. Look at this. We pretty much have a full level 7 hive, and we already have 34 bees. I don't have a basic bee gifted yet because I can't make that much honey. But the main thing you need to keep in mind in the early game is the complete opposite to late game players. You want as many bomb producing bees as possible. Now, of course, your equipment will all be swinging towards the blue, but your hive should not be, because it's supposed to be a mixed hive. You're supposed to complete quests. I'll talk about quests later on. But let's talk about the hype first because I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be more interested. If you can get a gifted Bomber Bee, that is going to be very, very good. I don't have a Bomber Bee right now because only the gifted hype bonus is going to be good. Brave Bee is garbage. But as you can see here, you want blue bomb producers, red bomb producers, and you also want blue boost and red boost producers. As you can see here, 1 Bumble, 2 Coolies, 1 Hasty Bee is going to be very useful, especially if you're macroing like me, because the haste will definitely help you guys collect the tokens much, much faster. So I recommend having at least 1 Hasty Bee. Looker Bees, you don't really need that much yet. The crit power is not extremely important to just flood your hive with just Looker Bees. It's such a terrible idea. As you can see here, I have 3 red bomb producers, 1 red boost producer, and then we have a stubborn bee for literally just this. I don't even know why I have a stubborn bee right now. I'm going to probably get rid of this right now. And then as you can see, we have Bumblebee, which will get me more blue bombs. Bubbles is very good blue boost tokens. Commander Bees on the other hand is good because it gives you the Buzz Bomb and also the Focus. I also do have a gifted Commander Bee, so I do get the extra 3% critical chance. I have a gifted Fire Bee, Flame Pollen. This is so useless, but it gives me Flame and Red Bombs, which will hit me for the red quest anyway. Then I have the gifted Frosty Bee, which gives me Blue Bomb Pollen, which is such a huge thumbs up because like I said, blue bombs are literally crazy good. Then we have Riley Bee for red boost. Shock Bee, we have Haste and Token Link. Token Links are going to be important only if you're macroing, so yes, I have a Shock Bee. I could get rid of that in theory. For Legendary Bees, honestly, the Baby Bee is so good, but I'm not fortunate enough to get it yet, because getting a Baby Love will give you 2 times pollen, so yes. Baby Bee is really good. Carpenter Bee, I'll just keep 1, I'll get rid of that soon. Demon Bee gives me 2 different red bombs, which is a huge thumbs up. Lion Bee gives you the Buzz Bomb, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be getting rid of him as soon as possible. Diamond Bee is very, very good. He does give me the blue boost, and he also converts a massive amount. He also does have this, as you can see. He will give us extra honey for converting, so Diamond Bee is going to be very good. Music Bee is literally crazy good, but I'm not fortunate enough to get any. I only have 1 because I only got 1. It gives you Melody, Focus, and Token Link. Very, very good. Ninja Bee is another one of those bees which is going to be very good. It gives you Haste and Blue Bomb Plus. And then when you go ahead and take a look at Shy Bee gives you the red bomb and the red boost. So yes, he is going to be useful. We don't have any other mythic bees. We don't got the Bear Bee. We're not pay to win. And we're not going to be trading anything from our main account. For event bees, I went ahead and bought the Tabby Bee first. So yes, I'll also be talking about the ticket shop in a bit. I also did go ahead and purchase the next event bee, which is going to be the Cobalt Bee Egg. So if you're going to talk about the tickets on which bees you should be spending it first, you should definitely, it's not negotiable anymore. It's supposed to be Tabby Bee always. Next up is going to be the Cobalt. Next one is going to be either the Photon or the Festive Bee. One of the two is really interchangeable. However, Photon Bee does not scale well anymore. And then the first ever start sheet that you will get is going to be from the Mother Bear. Let's go ahead and check out Mother Bear's quest. And it's right here. We just need a few more level 8 bees. But pretty much the first start sheet will go to Tabby Bee. That is how you're supposed to do the event bees. Again, it's going to be Tabby Bee, Cobalt, and then maybe Festive or Photon, interchangeable, really up to you. Now, the secret to actually farming a ton of honey really easily, especially for an early game player like me, that is going to be joining macro servers from the Discord and leeching off of them. Yes, you're supposed to just leech off from these players, not by stealing their sprouts, stealing their loot or whatever. You're supposed to just join their server and then farm in this corner, use the kettle pattern for macroing, and actually just sit here. And as you can see, look at how fast I'm gaining pollen. If all of those people were here right now and then I have all of my blue boosts up, look at how much honey I'm actually making and the pollen. Now, it's important to know if you're in early game, you don't have instant conversions or anything yet. So yes, as you can see, this is literally from me just collecting goo. And then this is, of course, the pollen. If we were to take a look at my achievements here, I'm going to show you guys this. Look. Everything is just literally from the Pine Tree badge. Look, a while ago and earlier in the video, you can see I made 600 million today. The 500 million is just from Pine Tree. And then when you go ahead and take a look at the Goo badge, which is, I believe, supposed to be up here, it's at 136 million. So pretty much just from Goo and the Pine Tree is how I made most of my honey. No, this is not a private server owned by me. This is not my friend. These are not my friends either. This is just literally me leeching off a random private server. You will get kicked. You will definitely be getting kicked often, so make sure you guys try and find ones which are just filled with AFK players. And as you can see, you can definitely earn honey really, really quick. Now, the next thing I want you guys to do is to try and get the planters as fast as possible. Plastic planters are super, super good. Do not sleep on them. Your plastic planters, I want you guys to be spamming it on sunflower and the pineapple field. Because on the sunflower, you'll get oil, and then on the pineapple, you'll get enzymes. But the present, let's actually start with the presents because it's much simpler to do it. For presents in the early game, I want you guys to prioritize the bomb, or not the bomb, the brown bear. Brown bear gives you a 20% extra bomb pollen and gives you a star jelly, which means you have access to a gifted bee instantly, which is why I favorite. As you can see, we get the bomb pollen, which is extremely important, and again you get a star jelly, which is how you get the gifted bee really quick. And then next one is going to be the black bear. Black bear gives you honey for pollen, which is going to be super good. Now as you can see here, I have one more present and I can actually buy another one from this. Next present will be going to the Bucklebee once I have the translator, because Bucklebee favors blue a lot. And you also get pine tree capacity, you get blue flower capacity, you get bubble pollen, so it's really nothing to think about. It has to be the Bucklebee next. And then for the other present, I'm still unsure which ones will actually help you massively in the early game, because if you guys didn't know, you cannot give it to Robo Bear unless you have them fixed. You can't give it to Stickbug or Riley either because there is no translator. And as you can see, for the planters, I also have the candy planter crafted. I will also be crafting the plastic planter soon. Candy planter is very good to start out with because you can get a lot of gumdrops from it. And the gumdrops you need 2.5k so that you can actually get the gummy bee. And one more benefit from these macro servers is everybody that is a blue hive will have a gifted festive bee, which means you will be getting presents very often. That is actually how I have so many fruits. Look, I literally feed my fruits to the bees very often, and I'm still stacked out with them. I can craft as well because of the festive gifts. I also do occasionally get a couple of royal jellies, some bitter berries, neon berries I think I get from that, but you can get, like, I think it was sprouts and some other things. Now getting back to the topic, we will talk about the quests. Now quests, of course, Black Bear is going to be the first one that you want to complete aside from Mother Bear, because Mother Bear is very easily completed passively anyway. Black Bear on the other hand, you have to spend time trying to get it done. He is going to be the easiest NPC for you to get an easy mythic egg, which means you have access to mythic beasts really quick. So yes, doing the Black Bear quest is very efficient. Panda Bear, you will be doing it in the background anyway. Science Bear, on the other hand, you should also be focusing on Science Bear because he will be the only one that can give you he will be the only NPC that will give you translators so that you can talk to the other NPCs, which will grant you even more rewards. And so yeah, that is pretty much how you make a ton of resources in the very early. So yeah, this is the best strat. Make sure you guys do leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next video.